Guys, that's something a man once said to me like a couple of weeks ago, and it's coming back right now. This guy says that, oh, I'm like to him, I'm abstaining from sex, I'm celibate. And then he's like, oh yeah, the church is filled with people like you. People like me? Yeah. He says, yeah, you guys do it all, and then when you're tired, you go back to church so that you can find a man who's gonna rescue you. Now, I didn't want, like, when he said that, I was like, no, but then it's not like that. You know, we were lost and now we're fine. Now, I'm thinking about this. Uguti, like, take me, for example. I've smoked weed, drank alcohol, all kinds of alcohol. I was a party animal. I've done it all. And now I'm tired. I am tired. That's why I gave my life to Christ. I'm like, Lord, I am tired of this life. I don't want to live this life anymore. It don't make no sense over here. And then I went to God. And when when I am with God right now, like when, I don't know how to put it, but as I am working on myself through God, through Jesus Christ, in Jesus Christ, I wanna get married now. I never wanted to at first, but now I wanna get married. And so is this guy right? Guys, do we go and do everything, live the life that we want, gallivanting, all the shenanigans and everything, and then as soon as we're done, we come to church and then automatically we want to get married because we feel like, oh, now we're perfect candidates for marriage after the life we've lived. Am I being too hard on myself? No, because think about it now. Take a moment after listening to this. Take a moment, ne? Listen. Take a moment and think about it. Because iyangomba mina. Ngingombiyon manje. Ngibhizi ngenze kumrethet. Ngingombiyon.
She meets a guy in church, and I'm not exactly sure whether this guy was giving her counsel or this guy was probably also soliciting sex. I'm not exactly sure. If the guy is actually soliciting sex, I would say he is far worse than whoever he's describing. He's far less of a Christian than any of them. Or what am I saying? He's not even a Christian, he's in sin. If he's trying to predate on the ladies that are coming into church because they feel like, oh, they need to find Christ, he is even far worse than them. She has determined to be celibate, which is a good thing. If you know me, I advocate for celibacy, but I don't advocate for hypocritical celibacy. That is to say, people are only celibate towards the people that they want to get married to. You are just fooling yourself if that is the case. If you are celibate only towards the people you want to get married to, you are insane. Let's not even sugarcoat that. So repent. You should be celibate all through. If it's outside marriage, be celibate. She was also worried of the fact that there are many people like her, according to the guy's criticism, that will go and spend their life in the world, then come to Christ because it is far too late for them to be on the premium market. The guy has a point also. So let's not deny the fact that the guy has a point, because there are many ladies who go out in the world, they party, they get used to whatever depravity outside, they exercise everything to the fullest until they hit their brim and know that, oh, if I continue this way, I will never get married. Then they change their lifestyle and come to church hoping to find a husband. Those ladies exist. I'm not saying she is one of those ladies, but they do exist. The fact that she is also self-reflecting is a good thing. Not many people will consider the fact that, oh, am I coming to church because of I'm trying to save my head? Am I doing the right thing? So the fact that she can think about it, to me, is a good positive. But let's not also forget the fact that she might also be self-deceiving herself, especially for the guys that, oh, you know, this lady has a pattern of wrongdoing, but because you see her in church, you feel like, oh, she has to reform. Be cautious. I'm not saying cast a bad light on her, but be cautious. You rather should give more grace to the lady that has not defiled herself more than the lady that has defiled herself just because you're attracted to her. You just overlook everything and be like, oh, she came to the church, so she's fine. No, don't do that. Overall, I will say she's not overthinking it. I would say what she's doing is a good practice, because it's always good to self-reflect, because we might put ourselves up in a big pedestal thinking that we are safe, but we are not. Even the people that didn't party should also self-reflect and ask themselves, why am I in Christ? Instead of just being confident every single time. No, it's good. It's good to critique yourself. It's good to ask questions. It's good to judge your own motives. So I would say she's doing the right thing, and she shouldn't be too hard on herself that she's doing that. She's doing what is right to ask herself these questions. The only concern I have is the fact that she came to church because she was tired of her lifestyle. I'm not saying God can't save people through that. I'm just concerned that sometimes people get tired of their lifestyle but don't see that their lifestyle as bad. That is to say, if their children were to opt into that same lifestyle, they will condone it. And for their friends who are already engaged in that lifestyle, they will say, oh, okay, it's just a phase. After that phase, you come and join me. It's fine. You can continue in that your phase. So that's my own issue. When people don't come to the church because they know they are a sinner, it's concerning to me, because those kind of people, before you know it, after 2 or 3 years, they tell you that, oh, I'm no longer a Christian. Why? Because they were never a Christian to begin with. Take, for instance, Kanye West. All those Jesus, blah, 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 whatever he was doing. I never heard anything about sin about Kanye West. And there's this guy that I used to know, Young Don. Same thing. Nothing about sin. He came to Christ because he was afraid of the security of his family and his children. And I was concerned. And it came to pass. He left Christianity. So people like that who come to Christianity because of some form of security or the other, they scare me. They scare me because they can go and marry a Christian, a guy that doesn't have too much issue, and ruin his life. So people like this, I'm somewhat skeptical. If you are a guy that's considering a lady like this, you need to judge. Did she come to Christ because she's ashamed of her past act, or because she was tired? If there is no form of shame or regret of the past life, do not engage. Just watch from a distance and let her grow. Do not let her grow as a Christian in your own house. You will die of frustration. That is my own 2 piece.
Not big, obviously, but I'm also not skinny. So what am I?
Morbidly obese and also probably fucking blind. Happy Easter, guys. I hope you...
I've been doing social media for the past 5 years, and I can tell you nothing in those 5 years could have ever prepared me for the response that this video has received. The response and the reach. I'm talking over 100 million views across all platforms, probably 1 million comments, and ooh, they are not kind. But I think, you guys, I think the most devastating part of this all is that I have come to the very sad realization that I am just not funny. That if my joke went over that many people's heads, okay, and it was used sort of, it was turned into this weird political thing, I don't know. That I'm just not funny. My sense of humor is so painfully dry that it's not funny. When I watched my video, I went, haha, like that's obviously, like I'm obviously being sarcastic. I'm not fat, obviously, like, you guys, I'm like, it was so painfully in your face that nothing could have prepared me. Nothing could have prepared me. Anyways, to all of the mostly men that I upset by calling myself not fat. I know I am fat. Relax, take a deep breath. I know that I am a big lady, okay? I'm very, very well aware. That was sort of the joke. I love how he ends it with Happy Easter though. God fucking bless.
Yeah. If you ask me, I don't think what she posted looked like a joke at all. At all. It just looked to me like another attention-seeking stunt ladies do online. That is what I saw, nothing else. This is because it's a pattern now. Many intelligent ladies, I'm not talking about stupid ladies, intelligent ladies, they come on the internet, they act stupid, not because they are stupid, they just act stupid to get attention. Once they get the attention, they repeat it over and over again. They act stupid, they get attention, they rinse, they repeat. Stupid, get attention, repeat, and it works. Their profile will just keep blowing up because why? Men like women. In a way, they feel like, oh, this is a lady I can help. Oh, some ladies will come and be like, I feel so ugly today. And guys will be like, no, you're not ugly. You are my beautiful lady. Blah blah blah. No, whoever said you're ugly is stupid. I'm just laughing those guys. I'm like, do you guys think she doesn't know all of these things? She's just down and wants attention, and you guys are fueling her attention. These ladies are intelligent. And I think sometimes some ladies also do it without knowing. They can't really tell you that, oh, I'm doing it because of attention. But they do it automatically. But the thing is, She's seeking validation online. And that is what I thought this lady was doing. She's claiming that's not the case. I'm going to take her word for it, but I still don't believe it. If this was comedy, if this was a joke, I think you should just go and hire a professional to guide you whenever you need to post things like this, because you truly suck at it. Another reason why I would say I don't believe her is because she was dressed very provocatively. She's not exactly dressed modest. She's big. She's wearing a tight cloth, tight on the top, tight on the bottom, and she's turning behind and showing us goods that we don't need to see. That is attention seeking. That is not a joke. And the guys in your comments actually understood what it is. You don't need to come and change the narrative. Mind you, she still claims it's a joke. We are going to hold her on that. We are not going to abandon her statement. We are going to take it as that's her claim and it's valid. But I don't believe you. We don't believe you. And again, the guy that reacted to your video, that guy was actually joking, and that was funny. That's how it's supposed to be done. If you're enjoying this video, please leave me a like, share the video if you are enjoying it so far, and subscribe. We need your support. It's small for you, but it's a huge thing for us. Just a button away. Click it.
As we get more grown in our age and people want to go like on birthday trips or like go out of the country, whatever the case may be, don't you guys think that the person who is inviting you, whether it's their birthday or not, should be paying for the accommodations? And just, you expect for me to pitch in on the Airbnb, you expect for me to buy vacation outfits, you expect for me to pay all this maintenance, get my hair done, get my nails done.
The thing about birthday trips is that you're around, your friend doesn't ask you for nothing. They don't ask you for nothing. And they ask you to come support them and pitch in for the birthday trip. Y'all act like that's the end of the world. If we were going to Mexico on a group trip, we would all be paying for ourselves individually. So just because it's my birthday now, you feel like I'm entitled to pay? Absolutely not. There's seriously something wrong with you if you think this. And then you're saying we expect for you to get your hair and nails done. No, if you want to be raggedy, that's fine. That's your choice. What does that have to do with my birthday? Seriously, I'm sick of y'all.
If your friend invites you to their birthday, you travel, and they have to accommodate you. They don't live there, but they have to accommodate you, pay for your rent. I think you're a leech. The best thing you could have done is just say, I can't afford it, I am not coming. They will respect it and be like, okay, it's fine. But to expect them to pay for you is a stretch. It's like you're right, they have to pay for you because you flew in, you did your nails, you feed yourself, whatever. So the least they can do is to pay your rent. Our birthdays, expenditure days, where they come and spend their life savings. No, you're supposed to support your friends where they need your help. It's their birthday. They are supposed to feel special. In other words, whoever needs to be spent on is not you, it's the celebrant. And if you don't wish to spend on that celebrant, then don't go to their birthday. Finish. This lady just looks like someone who goes a lot on maybe her male friends' birthdays, and they rent apartments for her, and she's probably thinking her girlfriends should do the same. I would say for number one, if you're a guy, you are doing that thing, you are stupid. You shouldn't do that, except you are marrying that lady. But if it's just, oh, come to my birthday and you are paying for all of these things, you are being stupid.
I can't talk to people who don't want to be honest, right? So they in my filter comments because I'm not accepting it, because bitch, don't come over here disagreeing with me. They in my filter comments on my other video about the woman with the one child versus the woman with no kids having the same options. Let me tell you something. If a woman looks good as fuck, a woman with one child, she look good as fuck, her body banging, and it's another woman who has no kids, but she's not that easy on the eyes, you know, body ain't T, face ain't all that. Now I know this is very hypothetical. I promise you, the woman with the one child, the men gonna go after her more. I promise you that. How many times they done already told y'all that they are visual creatures? Now I kept the way you look out of my video because I didn't want to say that. But let's be real, the better you look, the easier things just are for you. Now I probably shouldn't say that looking like this because I look a fool right now, but bitch, this what I look like on a regular. So imagine if I actually put some effort into my appearance. So I know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's always that person that be like, I know some dudes that's strict. Let the bitch be bad enough. I promise you, let the bitch be bad enough. They going. Stepdaddy. I'm talking about he bringing cookies and fruit snacks to the house. Come on, like y'all. Alright, y'all don't like to be honest, and that's what I don't like about y'all.
So will an attractive single mother get more attention than an unattractive single lady? Yes, she will. But the problem is not all attention are equal, because men will generally either give you a long-term attention or a casual attention. That is to say, you're either an attention that will lead to marriage, or you are an attention that will just be for casual use. I'm not condoning the casual use thing, but you should be aware of it. Everybody who knows me on this channel knows that I advocate for marriage. If that is not your goal, I don't think this is something to brag about, because like it or not, men love beautiful women. And if they are not ever going to be in the life of your child, they don't see it as a hurdle. They can just tolerate you and your child for a while they get what they want and they leave. Finish. Even if it takes them a year, it's fine. Even if it takes them 2 years to tolerate you, it's fine. Even if it's going to make them tolerate you for 10 years and they know they get the goods, they are fine. They are not responsible for your child and they will continue taking advantage of it. So it's not something to brag about. In other words, don't sleep around in your youth. It is sinful. You will go to hell because of it. I dey warn you. And apart from that, in this world, it becomes harder for you to settle down, because you will no longer be a premium to get married to, but rather a compromise. So ladies who are still holding on to the hope that, oh, I am beautiful, I'm fine, then a guy will definitely come and sweep me up. It's not a guarantee. You might end up regretting it. Most likely you will regret it. And mind you, again, the kind of attention you get will be low quality attention. Like I mentioned in the beginning, it's not going to be high quality. Even though they see you as fine, it will most likely just to take advantage of you. And that's not the kind of attention you need as a woman. You need to be protected. You don't need to be abused. So please, 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 this is not a bragging matter.
Look, I'm not trying to be a bioessentialist. I'm just trying to tell you how I feel. This is my own personal reflection on the way my life is going right now. Men want women to go 50-50. Men want women to pay the bills around the house. Men want women to pay for their meals, because women can work now. Okay, fine. When I tell you, or like, you know, men don't think that they should have to buy women expensive things, I want an expensive life. That's what I want. I want to live comfortably. I want convenience. I want to be able to see something. I want to be able to go on vacations and buy the things that I want and like enjoy my youth. I want all those things for myself. If a man's not going to give those things to me, I will give those things to me. That's fine. But I'll tell you this right now. The more that I work, the more that I focus on working, the less patience and tolerance I have, the less feminine I feel. And that's another thing that you guys complain about. Oh, women these days, they want to be girl bosses. They're not feminine, You can't have both. If you want me working my ass off so I can give myself the life that I fucking want, which is my right as a human being to want whatever life that I want, I'm not going to be feeling girly pop girl. I'm not going to be feeling all feminine, like willing to drop whatever I'm doing to come see or come go to dinner with you or whatever. I don't want to do that. I can't do that. So at the end of the day, if you guys want these feminine women, if you want women to be in their feminine, you have to provide for them. That's just the way it is. But if you want a woman like the one I'm becoming, who works her ass off to give her whatever she wants out of her life, which is my right, then you have to deal with the fact that I am going to not be able to make time for you. I'm going to look you in your eye and say, tough shit. You're not paying bills around here. Whatever you say doesn't go, bitch. All right? I'll be there when I get there. I'm not going to be present when I'm with you. I'm going to be thinking about work. All right? It goes that way. And honestly, the more that I work and the more that I focus on working, I'm just not interested in dating. And spoiler alert, sorry to ruin the ending for you. It's a lot better. It's a happier life for me. I won't speak for everybody, but I kind of fuck with it. It's a much more rewarding. And you know what? The only time that something gets taken out of my hands is if it's on me. You see what I'm saying? If I don't get something, it's because of me. No one can take anything away from me. No one can hold anything over my head. And that's a really good fucking feeling. So, I don't know, this whole loneliness epidemic, this whole crisis, you guys kind of walked yourself into. The reason why women are no longer behaving traditionally is because men are no longer behaving traditionally. Y'all aren't behaving traditionally either. And traditionally, I'm not saying I agree with it, traditionally men were the ones who provided. And that gave women more time, if they didn't have kids and do all that unpaid labor, to be feminine and to be pretty and to not be stressed out. But since y'all want us to work, we're not going to be that way. We're going to be these girl bosses that you so despise. How is it not clicking? How is that not clicking?
So her claim is you can't expect a working woman to be feminine. Yes, it is true. because in the workspace you have to be competitive. And what trait is more competitive? The masculine trait. You have to be aggressive, you have to be upfront, you have to stand your ground. Those kind of things, they don't help you become more feminine, they help you to become more masculine. So she's right in the aspect where she's saying the more she does this, the more non-feminine she becomes. She is very correct. So for the guys who are looking for 50-50 relationship, you most likely will struggle in this aspect, but there are not many guys that ask for 50-50. Maybe the European guys, a little of the American guys, but the rest of the world, it's never 50-50. So I'm not sure where she's getting these 50-50 guys. If she ended it with the fact that the guy should provide for me and I will be feminine towards him, I won't see any big issue with that. But the problem is she contradicts herself. Why am I saying that? She's not telling the guy that is traditional that she demands luxury. Luxury! People don't know what that word is. You demand luxury. Do you know how hard it is to provide luxury? What's her justification? Because she can already provide luxury for herself. Whoever she's going into a relationship has to support her 100% and still provide her luxury. Why should he do that? Because she deserves it, according to her. In other words, no man can satisfy this lady. Not liberal men and not even traditional men. Because on both sides, she has problems and she wants to fight. Why is this the case? Because she is a feminist. You can never satisfy a feminist. There is nothing you can do. Whether you say, oh, I'm a man, I'm a feminist, I support women, blah, blah, blah. She hates you fundamentally. You are a man. She hates you. You are what she's fighting against. And if you say, okay, I'm traditional, I'll make your life good and better, but you have to submit to me, she still hates you. In other words, you can't please her and you shouldn't please her. My dear, the problem is you. You are the problem, no other person. What she wants is a traditional man slave, not a husband. Traditional men only submit to God. You, lady, you must submit to your own husband. If he says, this is what I am providing for the house, this is what you will go with. If he doesn't provide luxury, you stay with him. His direction is the direction of the house. Doesn't mean you don't have an input, but you have to submit to him. That's where you find peace. Take it or leave it. If you don't like it, put it in the comment section below. I will read it, I will like it, and I may not respond. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I want to see you guys and gals again. Like, share, subscribe, comment. All these things I just mentioned, they actually help the channel. So please, if you want to support me, leave a comment in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe. I will see you guys and gals next time. Bye-bye.